student member representative, Amanda Barron. Amanda, welcome. Okay. Amanda, would you like to just say your school and your major, please?
I go to Queens College and I'm majoring in psychology and elementary education.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. We have three action items that we will present to the committee. Each item has been reviewed by CUNY Legal, and we now bring it to the committee for consideration. Agenda item 1B, the Kingsborough Community College and its college association have mutually determined that it is in their best interest to transfer the operation of the Campus Child Care Center from the association to the college. The overall management of the Child Care Center will not change as a result of the transfer. No jobs will be eliminated, and the center will continue to serve the same number and ages of children of students. I'd like to ask Vice President of Finance and Administration, William Keller, to come and share more details, please.
Okay. Since President Peruggi's not here, I'll sit.
Okay.
We decide.
Slide that close.
Oh. Is that better? Okay. You're welcome. We are doing this mainly because the Child Care Center will save money, as will the association. It will allow us to reduce or eliminate insurance and audit costs, because as a member of the association, we had to have a separate insurance policies and auditing. It will also give us the same indemnity that covers employees of the college, and CUNY will mean that should anything happen, we can be defended by Corporation Counsel instead of to hire an outside attorney. And the association and its assets, which as you know are the student activity fees, will no longer be at risk in the event that the Child Care Center is involved in a suit. So we felt that it was a win-win. The law actually had originally stated that we couldn't have it part of the college, but that was changed somewhat recently, and we decided to move ahead and make it a full part of Kingsborough Community College. So the amendment really is to take the Child Development Center out of the bylaws. That's the only thing involved.
Are there any questions? Professor, do you have a question? Yes, please do. Come up, come up to the table. Introduce yourself for the record, and please feel free to ask your question.
Hi, I'm Karen Kaplowitz. I'm on the faculty of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Why wouldn't every college do this? It sounds so sensible.
I'm getting to that.
I can't really speak to that. I mean, when I got to Kingsborough and was asked by the president to chair the association, I asked why was it in the association, why wasn't it in the college? And as I said at the time, the law made it hard for the grants to flow directly to the college. Now that's been changed, so I think it is something that all the colleges association should look to do.
I believe that you will see a trend in most of our colleges moving in this direction.
And you're briefing the appropriate vice presidents at the campuses about this possibility, or you
I
hope
have
to?
not. I think on their own they are beginning to move
I
in this
see.
direction.
I see.
Yes.
Thank you. Very,
Certainly.
very smart.
Thanks.
Thank you, Professor. That was a very cogent question. Anyone else with a question? I have one.
Yes.
Okay. Many years ago, I think it was after the Civil War, I was one of the founders of the College of Staten Island's Child Care Center. It was known as Staten Island Community College at that time. And certainly things have changed since the 1970s. One of my questions would be, who currently receives the child care fees, the association or the college?
Currently, it's, well, the the college receives it, but it's accounted for in the financials of the association.
Okay.
But we won't have to do that anymore. So it will be, it's going to make it a cleaner situation in total, to not have to move the money around, to have it clear who's responsible. We've had to, the only thing that won't occur is some of the employees are currently on the RF budget. We're not going to move them because that would entail changing their pensions, their benefits, et cetera. As attrition occurs, those replacements will be moved onto the college, and child care centers have turnover. Maybe not now in the financial situation, but traditionally there's been. So, at some point in the near future, all of the employees should be on the college, and we won't have this last remaining vestige of the prior, which is having some of the employees on the RF.
Okay, now, as a student would enter his or her child into the child care center,
Right.
the fee they pay comes from where? What's the cost to them?
I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't think there's a cost, because I believe that all the parents are on welfare or TANF, and that they're covered under that. But I'll check if there's any exceptions.
CUNY receives a grant
Right.
from the state that we distribute to all of the campuses to support the child care centers. So that offsets the cost
Right.
to our students.
What about if a faculty or staff member wants to place their child in the daycare center?
We would love to be able to offer that, but we don't at this point
Okay,
because
good.
it's full.
That's all I want to know. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
If we take it out of these bylaws, does that automatically take it out of the other CUNY's bylaws?
No.
Or
No.
can
No.
we try to do that, or
If-
can we vote on doing that?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I believe you will see a trend that most colleges are beginning to move, in this direction. Not all of them have, but some I know are moving in this direction.
Any further questions? Okay. Vice Chancellor?
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, agenda item 1C. Brooklyn College Association is a unit of Brooklyn College that has responsibility for the supervision and review over Brooklyn College student activity fees. In order to formalize a long-standing practice within the college, a charter for the Brooklyn College Association has been drafted. The charter affirms the Brooklyn College Association duties to oversee student activity fees at the college. I will call Dean Milga Morales to come to talk more about their request.
Good evening, everybody. I asked Dave Bryan, who is actually an assistant to Dean in my office, but has also been liaison to the Brooklyn College Association for several years. And Dean Green, who's back there, Assistant Dean Green, who sits on the board and is actually helping to make sure that we shepherd our student activity fees through the Brooklyn College Association, and everything is done as appropriately as you would expect. What we're bringing to you today is a formal request that you approve or recommend to approve the charter of the Brooklyn College Association. We have, in practice, been doing everything according to the book, as one would say, but we've never had the charter approved by the board, and that's why we're bringing it forward today.
Okay, very good. Do you have
Okay.
anyone have any questions?
Okay. We also have representation here from legal, in case there's a legal question as well.
Okay, nothing? Vice Chancellor, I believe you have
Okay.
another action item?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got off easy. Yes, we have one final action item, item 1D. Hunter College has determined that it is in its best interest to restructure its auxiliary enterprise board so that it is consistent with other auxiliary enterprise boards at CUNY. It is organized as a separate corporation rather than as a unit of the college. And we have President Rob here to talk more about that.
Vice Chancellor, thank you, and thank you, committee, for allowing us to bring this item to your attention. I think you really said it all. It is a more efficient structure, as shown by the fact that all the other CUNY schools have their AEBs incorporated. So we are seeking to move towards this mechanism, as we have a number of very important items coming to the AEB, including renegotiation of our food service and bookstore contracts. So
That's
we
important.
appreciate your consideration.
Good. Does anyone have any questions to ask of President Rob? All right, and I'm going to ask that we move for action item 1B, 1C, and 1D together. I ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. If there are no further questions and comments by the committee, I'm going to ask for adjournment of this meeting. And I thank you. Thank you for your attendance.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Amanda, hang on one second.